All right, folks, welcome back. I am Jay Soren, and we are going through the car modding tutorial for Arma Reforger using Arma Reforger tools. Let me pull it up, doing our UAZ 469, our little banana car with a cream top and a mounted machine gun. In our last segment, we had done our changing exhaust effects, and in this next segment, we will be testing our results in game, and then we will troubleshoot and fix anything that's not working how we wanted it to. So if you find this helpful, if you enjoy watching this, or you want to support, go ahead and like, follow, subscribe in whatever place this is uploaded. And I really appreciate it. Leave in any comments if you notice anything I mess up, if you need clarification on anything. It really helps me to get better at modding to make this, and also I feel like the best way to learn is to teach people. So that's the number one reason I'm doing this, is to learn. So please let me know if something's wrong. Let me know if something's out of date or I need to clarify something. All right, so let's see. We have our next step. We're going to go back to our world editor. If you didn't save everything for your last one, make sure you're constantly saving. I went over this before. Reforger crashes all the time. When you exit things, some things don't save, and you want to keep stuff going. Looks like I did, so we're good there. Now I can exit. Well, let's see. We have our world editor and our Infusion Workbench portal. So now we want to test this in game. So I haven't done a lot with making maps and terrain or anything like that. At some point I will get into that. I'll do a tutorial as well. But for now, what's important is that I can't drop this prefab into one of the already existing maps. So I can't, let's see, let's look at some of these worlds. So I want to use a world with Game Master in it. And there's two in the base game. There's the GM Arland and the GM Eden at the time that I made this. And let's do, I can't remember which one's bigger. I want to do the smaller one because some of them take a long time to load. But I'm going to open this up. And just like a lot of the other components and things that are in here in the base game, actually, can I go back while it's loading? I might have to wait to show you all what I mean. All right, so you see how the GM Eden and GM Arlen, they have the little lockbox on them, meaning you can't edit them, you can't change them. Unfortunately, that means you can't even drop like a prefab into it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use one of the Game Master scenarios. We're going to go ahead and like run the game. We're going to run the map, and we're going to use the Game Master to drop the vehicle into there. I could do, and this has gone over in the weapons tutorial, there is a display and testing map that BI has made available in their GitHub, and that you can edit. It's not locked, and then you can place prefabs down in there. I don't have that set up for this project, so we're just going to do what I said. We're going to place this down through the Game Master, and I feel like that's easier. I can kind of run all over the map. All right, so Wilty asks, are there any asset packs beyond the in-game things? At this time, well, I mean, there's mods. There's tons of stuff in the workshop. People are putting stuff out like crazy. People are messing around, learning how to play with this. Officially, no, there's not asset packs beyond that. But in the workshop, there's tons of stuff from modders and groups. RHSs, there's stuff, and they're doing big projects. So there's tons coming out. There's always stuff happening. There's a lot of stuff to mess with. But officially, no, there's not additional asset packs yet. They haven't even finished the full game. So we now you can see I can search around here. Now if I went to my car prefab, so I'm going to go to car modding tutorial, prefabs, vehicle, wheeled, UAZ, and here is my UAZ. If I try to drag and drop this into here, it won't let me. See, you can't create entities directly in this base map because it's read only. If you want to extend this map, then you need to create a subscene first. Do you want to create a new subscene now? I haven't messed with this before. I'll quickly try this. Maybe not so quickly. If this doesn't work right away, then I'm just going to run it and drop it as game master. Maybe this will work and I'll learn something new. I don't remember having this prompt before when trying this. Alright, so it looks all the same. I guess this is a subscene. I'm not familiar with that yet, but let's try this out. Oh, there's my car. Look at that. Alright, so hey, we got this here. Let's go give this a shot. Alright, so up here, I have a few options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the little caret next to the green play menu. We're in world editor reminder. Yeah, we're in the world editor. We are going to do our green arrow. We're going to do the little caret drop down. I'm going to select play in full screen, and then I'm going to do play from camera position, and I'm going to make sure those are check marked. That way, when I start this, like it says, I'm going to start right from where my camera is. All right, let's go ahead and press play. Oh, it looks like I need to save this before I go. All right, I'm just going to call that GM Test World. Oh, it looks like it won't create everything for me. So I have to make my little file branches in my car modding tutorial. So I'm going to do world. What's the next one? So worlds, game master. Make another folder inside worlds. And then in game in game master, I'm going to save my GM. What is this? I'm just going to do a GN test world is what I'm going to call it. Mod test world. All right, I saved that, and now we're getting going. So sometimes it takes a minute to run this. Yeah, it's a very bright yellow. I'm happy with how it turned out. This is it's kind of goofy, but it just shows how much we can customize this, what we can do. All right, we got the music. We're pretty much in game now. And there's my little character, Jay Soren. All right, let's just try driving it. All right, so everything that's metal in here is now this yellow, and it's still got these effects details on it, all the wear and tear. It's kind of grayed out. That comes from some of the other materials because we're using the PBR multi material. That is how those effects come through. Even though we change the base color to all yellow, not everything's yellow, we still keep those effects, and it's pretty powerful with what we can create here. So all the same layouts. Let's walk around this quick. All right, and we can see that the turret is really just floating there. It's not sitting on anything. It's not realistic. But let's see what happens if it lets me get in the gun. All right, so I'm in the gun. And it's working. I don't have any spare mag. And this guy's sitting on top of this thing. I think this is absolutely hilarious. Oh, and I don't know if this is just because I luckily placed it in just the right spot, but he's actually stepping on top of the canvas. And I think that's pretty cool. I thought he would be kind of floating in there, and the floor where his boots touched would be in line with the floor of the machine gun mount. But I'll have to mess with that later. I'm assuming that this, if I lowered the y-axis of this gun placement, I'm guessing he would just squat down a little bit more and still be standing on the roof. But I'm not totally sure. Maybe this little metal part that goes around us indicates where the floor is, but not sure. We'll have to experiment some more. You all can try it out. If you've noticed, go ahead and make something in the comments if you know how it works. All right, I'm happy with how that runs. Let's do some driving. Well, didn't mean to do that. All right, let's try this again. So if you had watched the earlier video, you had seen that we're supposed to change the turning radius. So it's supposed to have a much sharper turning radius than the normal UAZ has. So let's test that out. Oh, I don't know if you noticed that when I just stepped into there, the door did not move with it, and I'm not sure exactly why. All right, so let's put down another UAZ and test the turning radius of that. All right, so let's see how the turning radius of the base game UAZ compares to our little banana car. All right, and that one, when I got in, the window didn't like stay in place, so we'll have to mess with that some more. I'll have to figure out why that is doing that. Okay, so if there is a difference there, I'm not noticing a huge amount. So that I started on the edge of the road and I tried to make a full rotation and I almost went off. Let's do the same thing with the other one and see how it compares. All right, we're going to test out our our door opening again, see if the animation works right. Oh, and it's not. Okay, so we're gonna have to test out what's going on with that. Anyways, let's continue on our whoa, what did I do? All right, we're gonna continue on our radius testing. I have no idea what I just did there. Yeah, it definitely is strange. All right, so we got some funky stuff going on. My go-to for when funky stuff is going on, as y'all seen, is we're gonna restart all this. We're gonna retry everything. Maybe we'll get that animation to work correctly. So let's exit. I'm gonna quit and restart Arma Reforger tools, and we'll see if it fixes it. Closing out all my windows. Going back to Steam. Gonna rerun it. I'm guessing that I was getting those weird windows and visuals because of some kind of hotkey that I haven't messed with yet. So I have push to talk for when I'm recording, and I'm assuming that some kind of mix of keys was changing that screen. All right, so I'm gonna close this out. That was one of the maps that popped up. Let's go back to our prefab. All right, we're going to go to our vehicle, wheeled, UAZ. All right, everything is here. Let's try this out again. So we're going to go to our editors. We're going to go to World Editor. We are going to load a world. So we're going to click File, Load World, and now I'm going to go to Car Modding Tutorial, Worlds, Game Master, GM, Mod Test World. All right, let's go ahead and play from here. All right, so before we were having trouble with the animation, let's see if we're still having trouble now that we've reset it. Yeah, we'll have to go back and keep messing with that. All right, so that seems like it's a real issue. Something was wrong when we made this new prefab and the window no longer opens. I wonder if it does with the other doors. So let's try getting in another door. Oh no, that one works. Okay. That one works. And that one works. All right, great. So we have one door that's not working correctly. That will be perfect for the troubleshooting segment of this segment. All right, so our next test before we troubleshoot that, we are going to see how resilient this is for collision. So the idea is that this will blow up with the slightest bump, but it should be strong enough or have high enough HP to withstand a direct rocket attack. Which is dumb, but let's see. Seems pretty durable to me. What do you mean if I shoot out the window? All right. Oh, great. I did the thing again. All right, so yeah, there are a lot of filters. That should have blown up as soon as we hit that wall. Um, I'm gonna. Oh, all right, I've accidentally turned on render debug mode, and I want to turn that off. Let me Google this real quick. All right, we'll try reloading the Arma Reforger tools. Yeah, there's definitely unbind keys. There's a way to change the bindings for all these different controls and stuff. I'm just not going to mess with it right now because I wanna save time on this video. So we've been going for a while. I'll have to cut this down, but we're almost done. I just had one more test I wanted to do, and then do our troubleshooting. cool. So let's go back to World Editor. Loading our world. Little pause while we wait for this to load. Go ahead, jump right back into it. We're going to hit play. All right, let's see if we can get this to destroy by hitting it at speed. Nothing. All right, I hit the wrong key. So I think I know why it is not blowing up, and that's because of how we changed the parameters for the overall HP. So going back to our damage behavior segment, we're going to have to troubleshoot from there because we did not find the way to edit this in the same way that the tutorial called for us to do so. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to there. We're going to do a little bit of troubleshooting and see if we can figure out a way to fix that. And we're also going to fix the door. And then we'll test it with the rocket launcher or some kind of the law, I guess. All right, we're back to our prefab. We're going to edit prefab. Now let's remember, where was our damage control? You know, honestly, I don't remember exactly where that was, so I'm just going to look back in the tutorial. All right, so modifying damage behavior, we were going to this component. All right, copied and pasted that name here. Ooh, that did not show up. Why did that not show up? Oh, because I didn't have it selected. Oh, maybe that wasn't the reason. There it is. Okay, so we have our hole and then this SCR flammable hit zone. Let's go back and check our guide. And I had a suspicion here because here this hull has SCR vehicle hit zone, and there's 13 additional hit zones in this example. And in ours, there are only 12. So looking at this one, let's count this out. Yep, this thing's accurate. There's 12 here. I'm going to bring our window back up, see if we can notice if there's... Is there anything here that's not... Oh wait, there's a total section. Alright, so it looks like the difference here is that there's a total section in this example when there isn't in ours. Alright, this SRC vehicle hit zone is not an option. Alright, I don't think that's what we needed. This is a different label than the other ones we were looking at. So I'm going to Control Z this. Alright, so I don't think we're going to be able to get that effect that we want. Again, if anyone knows what I'm doing wrong, or if I figure this out, I will comment or remake this. If you notice what it is, or anyone knows what it is, put it in the comments and I will research it and update it as soon as I can. But right now, I don't think we can make the changes like we wanted to in this tutorial. Alright, so right now I have the max health set pretty high. It's at 2,000. Originally, actually I thought I set it to 6,000, so it's interesting that this is lower. All right, right now, yeah, I'm gonna chalk that one up to that we can't edit that yet. I don't think that option is available yet, but we can fix this door. And first I'll go and I will find where the door is stored. So we're going to slot manager component. And is this what we wanted? Yeah, so now we need, which one is this? I think this is left 01. So door L01. I have my prefab here. Now, what did I do differently? So I am not sure why I don't have that animation for that top part. Let's check one of these other doors, see if the settings are different. Auto transform enabled, auto transform enabled. These ones are the same. Disable physics, inherent parent skeleton, those are the same. Register damage. Alright, it looks like these are the same, so it must be something in the door itself. So I'm going to go to this prefab. Alright, so I clicked on the icon and it brought me to the Infusion workbench. I'm now going to edit the prefab for our door. Now we are in the UAZ 469 door L01 modded prefab. Alright, so let's go to our prefab. Alright, so our slot manager component where the upper part of our door is stored. Let's see if there's anything here that we can notice that would indicate what's going on. Alright, so enabled, auto transform. None of these are sticking out to me like it's something that is should attached object inherent parent skeleton. Should that be clicked? And again, we're going to go back and check something else. We're going to compare it to one that we know is working. So we're going to go to Infusion Workbench, go back to our vehicle prefab. I'm going to go back to slot manager component. Instead of door L01, which is our one that's not working, we're going to go to door R01. Click on that icon, edit the prefab, go to the slot manager component. Yeah, and look at that. This one has the inherent parent skeleton checked, and I didn't on our other one. So I'm going to assume that that's our problem. So I'm gonna go back to my Infusion Workbench, UAZ 469 modded. I'm gonna edit this prefab. Controller, let's see. Slot manager component, door L01. Click on the icon, edit the prefab, slot manager component. I'm going to click and check this inherent parent skeleton. I'm going to save this prefab. Save with options. Okay. Now I'm going to load the world. This hopefully fixes what we wanted. Loading my test world. All right, we found our car. We are ready to test it. And boom, there we go. The door is fixed. Now when we get in and out, the animation works correctly because we checked that box. All right, so at least one of our things we were able to troubleshoot and fix. Now let's make it go boom. Ah, geez, that's one of the most annoying things is that when you are in this entity browser, usually in game, I hit escape to leave any menu. And if I hit escape, it brings me back out. So now I have to try that again. All right, this time I will not hit escape. Let's see if this can withstand a law rocket. It would appear no. Oh wow, its armor is still at 70%. It's burning. Its fuel's still at 71%. Let's heal that. Refuel. Alright, let's do the same thing with a normal one. Alright, it doesn't look like there's a huge difference. The Well, yeah, look at this is dropping a lot faster. So I think our banana car still has more overall HP, and that this one's now, I think this one's now burning through. So I think damage was happening to them at the same rate. It was just a lot more for our banana car than this one. So it doesn't look like we can control the amount of armor and health that it has in the way that we would like, but I think that's still to come. And like I said, if I'm wrong on this, anyone make a comment on it. If I find this information before anyone corrects me, I will post a new video with that segment, or I will put, if it's as small as a quick comment, I'll put that comment in the description. So, anyways, this is a successful banana car. We have finished with this tutorial. Thank you for coming along. If this helped you or you want to support, like, follow, subscribe, and reach out to me with any other questions or post comments for other video or tutorial requests. And thank you. So that is, yeah, that's the end. All right. You all take care. Thanks for hanging out.